Hi guys. So I was assigned the reading of An Anthropologist on Mars, and this reading's case is about Temple Grandin, who's a professor at Colorado State University, and she was basically founded from Sachs, from like an autobiography she wrote, and the autobiography talks about her autism, and Sachs specifically points out the early lives she talks about in that book. So, upon meeting Temple, Sax notices that she doesn't really have many rituals and like greeting him and things, stuff like that. But he does notice that she acts as if she was taught to act that way. He gives the example of when Temple introduces him to the people that she works with and how that wasn't really a natural thing, but you could tell she was just doing it because she knew it was the right thing to do. Like she doesn't offer him coffee or small talk about how he's like in Colorado. Um, Temple goes on to explain that she doesn't really understand more complex emotions. She understands big picture emotions like happiness and fear, but she doesn't really understand why people act a certain way towards each other. Like she points out not understanding Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet, but she combats this by having videotapes in her mind of when people act a certain ways, and she kind of connects those to what's happening in the present moment as to why they're acting a certain way, which is pretty interesting. Um, then Temple and Sax kind of like hang out outside of her school, and he goes to her house where Temple shows him a hug machine that she made herself because she likes hugs, but she doesn't like the feelings and sensations that come with a hug. So she made a machine for herself, which was very, very cool. They also visit cows together. And when they're visiting cows, Temple kind of compares herself to a cow, stating that they're similar in like things they don't like to hear and how to touch them. Like both of them will back away with a really light touch, but they'll be comforted by a harder touch. The chapter kind of ends with Sax noting that Temple is aware of her autism and she's aware that she doesn't understand things and she's kind of missing out on some things. But she's also aware of the strengths her autism gives her, like honesty and like focus. So basically, Temple kind of breaks down boundaries of what autism looks like, and she kind of breaks stigmas surrounding it just by being herself. So, yeah.